Is the Snyderverse the DCEU's future? What does the future hold in store for the DC Extended Universe? That's the question everyone seems to be asking themselves in the wake of the release of Zack Snyder's Justice League on HBO Max. The 4-hour cut of the film was seemingly willed into existence by an extremely vocal fan base, as well as the needs of a streaming service in dire need of significantly boosting their subscriber numbers in the face of stiff competition. And while the campaign was plagued by ongoing issues of harassment, it also led to significant fundraising efforts for suicide prevention charities as well. Regardless, the dust has settled and the results are now in. According to critics and fans alike, the Snyder Cut is widely considered to be far superior to the theatrical cut released in 2017. It was a project that Snyder had to leave under unexpected and tragic circumstances. But with more character development, better tonal consistency, and the addition of characters like Darkseid, Zack Snyder's Justice League represents the totality of Snyder's vision for this film and the storytelling he began in Man of Steel. Also, fun fact, according to IGN's research, it's also 10% slow motion, which, along with using Hallelujah in the soundtrack, is one of my favorite Zack Snyder hallmarks. Now that it's finally out in the wild, the Release the Snyder Cut campaign has branched into two new camps. One asking Warner Brothers to hashtag restore the Snyderverse and give Zack Snyder the reins of the DC Extended Universe moving forward, and one to hashtag release the Ayer cut of Suicide Squad. The director of the critically reviled, Oscar-winning Suicide Squad has repeatedly asserted the theatrical cut release did not represent his vision of the film either. Last May, Ayer said on Twitter, "My cut would be easy to complete. It would be incredibly cathartic for me. It's exhausting getting your ass kicked for a film that got the Edward Scissorhands treatment. The film I made has never been seen." Unfortunately, for fans hoping to see David Ayer's Suicide Squad or more of the Snyderverse, apart from a black and white version of Zack Snyder's Justice League coming to HBO Max, the prognosis looks grim for the time being. Speaking with Variety, Warner Media Studios CEO Ann Sarnoff basically said, "There are no plans at this time to make more DC projects with Zack Snyder. I appreciate that they love Zack's work, and we are very thankful for his many contributions to DC. We're just so happy that he could bring his cut of the Justice League to life because that wasn't in the plan until about a year ago. With that comes the completion of his trilogy. We're very happy we've done this, but we're very excited about the plans we have for all the multidimensional DC characters that are being developed right now." Of David Ayer's Suicide Squad, Sarnoff was a bit more direct. "We won't be developing David Ayer's cut." So what exactly does the future hold for the DC Extended Universe? Well, the answer, as for all superhero stories these days, lies in the multiverse. While DC's film and TV efforts previously ran in parallel with one another, the streams finally crossed during the Arrowverse's Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover event that began in late 2019. That series brought Ezra Miller's version of The Flash from the movies face-to-face with Grant Gustin's version of The Flash from the TV series for the very first time. Back in January, the New York Times reported that future DC Films projects will feature parallel worlds where different versions of the same character exist simultaneously, which tracks with Sarnoff's statements to Variety. According to Sarnoff, their goal is to branch out and let creators interpret parts of the DC universe in unique and special ways while they continue to build out the DC multiverse and undo the siloing of the past. This is also in line with DC Films chief Walter Hamada's previous statements to the New York Times about how beginning in 2022, DC Films will produce up to 6 movies annually, 4 big-budget films designed to come out in theaters, as well as 2 smaller-scale films targeting, quote, riskier characters like Batgirl and Static Shock, end quote, that will go exclusively to HBO Max. Part of that unified vision means you're going to be seeing way more TV spin-offs of upcoming movies like the John Cena starring Peacemaker HBO Max series that's coming directly from James Gunn's forthcoming The Suicide Squad movie. But with the Snyderverse seemingly coming to an end, does this mean we're due for an endless array of reboots and reinventions? Because in the world of superhero cinema, constant reboots can lead to a sense of fatigue. Case in point, ask any comic book movie fan how they'd feel if they have to see Thomas and Martha Wayne die or Uncle Ben bleed out in Peter Parker's arms again on a screen of any size. On this subject, Sarnoff told Variety, "We'll have a slate of DC movies, but it'll be richer and more multidimensional with a broader array of characters. That will help reduce the fatigue because you'll see a whole story about The Flash, and then you'll see sequels like Aquaman 2 or new takes on Superman or Shazam, which plays to a family audience." So what confirmed DC projects are actually coming to a big screen and or streaming service near you? Well, as mentioned, central to this endeavor is the Flash movie, which will likely facilitate bridging the gap between these seemingly disparate universes through its reinvention of the iconic Flashpoint storyline. It'll bring back Michael Keaton as Batman from the Tim Burton movies, and potentially even Christian Bale's Dark Knight as well if the rumors are true. But wait, there's more, because in addition to regular Arrowverse staples like The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, and Batwoman, we also have the aforementioned Aquaman 2, Shazam! Fury of the Gods, Black Adam with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, The Batman with Robert Pattinson, a Jamie Reyes Blue Beetle movie, a Black Superman movie from Ta-Nehisi Coates, a Zatanna movie from Promising Young Woman director Emerald Fennell, an Our Man movie for all my JSA fans, an Aquaman spin-off about the Trench, Wonder Woman 3, a Wonder Woman spin-off TV show about the Amazons, a Justice League Dark TV series, Batgirl, Static Shock, and the New Gods films, a Green Lantern movie, and a Green Lantern Core TV series. That's a lot. And that's to say nothing of the countless DC projects caught in various stages of development purgatory like Steven Spielberg's Black Hawk, the Nightwing movie, the rumored Plastic Man movie, and so many more. And while the last boom tube out of the Snyderverse may look like it's closing for the time being, when it comes to comic books and comic book movies, anything is possible. But for the time being, you can always relive your favorite moments from the Snyderverse and Zack Snyder's run in the DC Universe, as well as look forward to the swath of new storytellers looking to put their stamp on these iconic characters as we move forward. As always, we will keep you up to date on all things related to the DC Universe on the page and on the screen of any size over on Nerdist.com, but in the meantime, folks, tell us, I'm curious. What do you think of this news? What do you hope to see from the DC Extended Universe moving forward? And which of these upcoming projects are you most excited about, and why?
We actually finally have a plan.
We have a plan.
Let us know in the comments below, and for the latest and greatest in the world of pop culture, stay tuned to Nerdist.com.